Feel that music. Feel that music. During slavery time, it was considered normal to play drums. If the slave master found out you were playing drums, drums would be outlawed. They were outlawed. Gonna lay down my bed, y'all can play out. Down by the riverside, down by the riverside, down by the riverside. Gonna lay down my bed, down by the riverside. Steady, you won't know more.
I was born at John Gaston Hospital, August 29, 1957. And this was my first home. These grounds are where where our house was. Right here behind Providence African Methodist Episcopal Church. So we say Ashe. Ashe. Say Ashe. Because when you pour earth, when you have earth, you have dirt, you have water and sunshine, that's where life comes from.
My name is Elaine Lee Turner. I am the owner of Heritage Tours here in the city of Memphis. I'm also the director here at Slave Haven Underground Railroad Museum, as well as the W.C. Handy Memphis Home and Museum on Beale Street. Since that time, we have welcomed thousands of visitors from all over the world.
My name is Arnold Thompson. I'm an artist, musician, tennis coach, actually, which is something a lot of people don't know about me. I have these kind of separate lives that kind of don't cross a lot of times, and people are like shocked to find out certain things about me. But these are all things that I do take seriously, and just kind of I like to consider myself to just be kind of a creative liver. Is what I do. You know, I just kind of live creatively, and just kind of have always gravitated toward wanting to occupy my time doing things that I am connected with.
Hi, my name is Rita Houston, and I'm a third generation member of the Houston family from Douglas, Tennessee. My grandparents moved from Philadelphia, Mississippi to Memphis in the very early 40s. And we still have at least 3 members of the Houston family from Philadelphia, Mississippi here in Memphis. As a matter of fact, here in Douglas.
Gina Neely. I'll bring you guys back to kind of share with you, let's say, the beginning of Gina. This house, this street, we're in the Orange Mound community. Orange Mound community was one of the first African American communities that was built by African Americans for African Americans. So that in itself is a global big piece for anybody. So I think to just be a part of this community, this is a community where I would have to say little Gina, better known as Polly Parrot, sort of got established. This is the home I grew up in, like 827 Silver Street. My great-great-grandmother, because my mother was a nurse, so my great-great-grandmother took care of me. But by me being the youngest girl on this street, the youngest child, I sort of became the community. Like they used to call me, believe it or not, Polly Parrot.
Hi, I'm Kermit Moore, President of the Lauderdale Sub-Neighborhood Association, Memphis, Tennessee. We're right now standing on the grounds of Lincoln Elementary School once stood. It stood from 1929 until it was torn down last year. Students' last time at this place was 2015. We fought hard as we could to keep it open. But now neighborhood kids have to get on buses and go all the way to Kansas Elementary.
Oh man, the Carmen changed the whole life. He used to be running people running around everywhere. All of these businesses was open, doing good business. The kids was running around, playing with each other. You know what I'm saying? The block was together, getting money together. You know, everybody was doing their thing. Usual hood shit like everybody
So
was
there's
doing.
a house on Netherwood that belonged to a Negro League baseball player. It's a turquoise house, and a friend of mine now owns the house. And how I know the history of that particular home, I actually looked at that house when it was for sale 2 years ago.
Being a part of like a living system, it really helps craft better human beings out of us. It makes us more empathetic, more patient, and we have a better understanding of the interconnectivity with us and nature. It almost kind of erases the disconnect, and we kind of see that we are nature. Nature has a way of like, you know, life takes care of life pretty much, and we don't want to impose on that too much, which is what we've been doing in our conquest of nature, which is a paradox. So we're nature, it's like we're at war with ourselves.
Today you're joining us, we're on the bus with Matter, one of our great partners, and the Klondike Smoky City residents. We're out here at the farmers market to make sure people get access to great food, to great quality, just to more options overall.
This is a perfect opportunity to get some of those people living in those food deserts. Actually, most of downtown is still considered a food desert. This farmers market is located in a food desert, so we're happy to give an opportunity.
Residents have to have healthy minds and healthy bodies. If they don't have access to healthy foods and fresh fruits and vegetables to help make that happen, then they're still faced with a bunch of challenges.
My name is Steve Richardson, and the name of my farm is Richardson Vegetable Farm, Saratoga, Mississippi. We started raising commercial vegetables, teaching other folks how to do it, and I started Richardson Vegetable Farm on the side, kind of working with the growers that I work with.
Hey, my name is Latrell. I've been at the Carpets Art Garden for about 5 to 6 years now. The most thing I like about the garden is I come here to relieve a lot of peace and like stress, if you ask me, because like everything's not good at home, so like the art garden helps me a lot. When working at the art garden, you have several pieces of mind. You have to come through, you have to do stuff that you really wouldn't do. So things like gardening and digging and shoveling dirt, stuff you wouldn't regularly do. I feel like this is a place for everyone in a really lovable place.
Today is a day late. We're actually $1 short, but the need is growing. And we're out here today to address the need because it's not going to go away until we address it. It's time for change. The man sings, "Wake up everybody. No more sleeping in bed. No more backwards thinking. It is time for thinking ahead."
Yes, we can do it. Yes, we can do it. And we gotta stop thinking that we are not valuable. We are royalty. Whether you see us laying like that, standing tall like a king like you, we're royalty.